What's up, brother? Hey,
hey, this is Steve Domenico here at Fighting Arts Academy in Connecticut with Eddy George.
What's up?
A welterweight amateur, man. Look at the size of this guy. I seen him beating up Nick Newell tonight in here, man.
Nah, I don't know about that.
What is your base? Where'd you start with, and how long have you been doing MMA?
I started training with Nick a little over a year now, so I'm very green to MMA.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I've only been doing MMA for a little over.
26 years old? How old are you?
26.
All right.
I'm 26.
Yeah.
I started wrestling when I was 13.
All right, so you have a base wrestling base.
I have a wrestling base, and as a little kid I did Taekwondo at 7. I'm a black belt in Taekwondo.
Oh, God. Who am I talking to here? You're green and just MMA.
I'm green at MMA.
All right.
I'm learning to put it all together.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right, so a year ago you came here.
Yep.
How'd you get in with Nick? Did you know guys here? Did you just hear about him, or is this close to home?
Originally I'm from South Carolina.
Okay.
I moved up here in 2014, and when I moved up here, I was looking for an MMA gym, and I couldn't find one that I really was sold on.
Okay.
So I just waited, and I finally found out about Nick opened up a gym. I checked him out, and I was like, oh, this is where I need to go.
Excellent.
Came in, talked to him. Next day, started practice.
Now, when you walked in and talked to him, was that on your mind? I want to learn MMA.
Yeah, I wanted to fight.
All right. Okay.
I wanted to fight. More so, I miss like the camaraderie of a team.
Okay.
Being from a wrestling background, we're real like close knit bond. So I missed that, and then, but of course, I wanted to fight.
Oh yeah,
you know?
Exactly. It was in you. You did Taekwondo to wrestling.
Yeah.
You're covering 2 major bases there. You know what I mean? So that's great. Coming in from a wrestling base, that's a lot of foundation of a lot of successful MMA fighters right there.
I agree.
And then you come into Nick Newell's gym, who this was during his retirement.
Correct? Yes, correct.
So he had a lot of time to give you, right?
He did.
So he saw. At that time, you were 24, 25 years old coming here.
25.
What was that experience? The first week training with Nick Newell. He knew you were a wrestler and stuff, so he probably tried to test a little of that.
He knew I told him I was a wrestler. He probably was a little wary, like how good of a wrestler. The first week was tough. I was a lot heavier back then because I didn't have a gym to train at, so I did a lot of weightlifting. So I had a lot of extra weight on me. So I was a little heavier, a little slower. But I showed I could hang, and then I just got myself to where I needed to be.
Started getting comfortable. Getting back in shape, and then learning MMA.
Learn MMA. Really learn to keep my head in the right places. Learn how to change the levels and just mix it all together.
Excellent. Now you walked at the gym. How long after walking in the gym did you have your first fight? Your first fight was at Combat Zone, I think.
Combat Zone. Yeah, my first fight was at Combat Zone.
How long before you came into this gym training MMA that you got your first amateur fight?
Let's see. I started training in around January, February. I fought in Combat Zone in September.
All right, so and then like a great time. Like he molded you, getting you ready for that.
And I did a Nago right before that.
Okay, cool.
I did intermediate division, won that. And then that was
excellent. So you fought for Combat Zone. You lost the unanimous. I watched that fight.
Yeah.
You won the first.
It was a split decision.
Oh, it was a split decision. Okay.
Both my losses are from the split decision.
All right. So that was a close fight.
Yeah, man.
I didn't see that fight live, but I watched it a couple of times.
Yeah.
That was a very competitive fight. I thought you had that fight. I think you had that first round. The second round, you had control until a little bit until the end.
Yes.
But the last round a little bit more his with the submission.
I give him the last round.
But and then you had your next fight back in April.
Yes, at Plymouth.
For Plymouth for Cage Titans. I thought you won that fight too.
I did too.
And let me tell you a little story because I'm watching the fight and I didn't know. I knew you from FAA. I didn't really know you or nothing. And then I watched the whole fight. I said, "This is a great battle." And one of your training partners came by, but I didn't know it was a training partner. And they go, "Hey, who won that fight?" I go, "Oh, the FAA guy won that fight." I didn't know you were. And he was like, "Yes, that's my boy." And then they made an announcement. It was a great fight. It could have went either way.
One fight of the night.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it was entertaining. It was a great fight. What'd you take from there, and how'd you feel about your performance?
How I felt about my performance, I felt that I did a good job, but what I needed to be a little more aggressive and sense when my opponent was starting to break down. going back and watching the fight, I saw like definitely towards the middle of the second round, he was welted. He was tired. Yeah. He didn't want to be in there no more. He just needed me. I just needed to push a little bit more, and I wasn't able to see that.
You took your foot off the gas.
So I was on cruise control. I was pushing the pace, but I have very good cardio, so I should have pushed a little bit more to fully put him away. And I feel like when I did do that at the third round, when I had him rocked, and I just ran out of time, and it was a little too late. Too late. You know?
You're an Army man.
Yeah.
You learn as you go. You learned a lot from that fight.
I did. I love the fight, and I've been like competing in front of people like for a long time since I was little, so that doesn't faze me. You know, 1 million people or 3 chickens, it doesn't. It's all the same for me.
Cool. But you're learning everything. I mean, you got a huge backbone behind you with Nick Newell. You got Justin Sumter. These 2 guys are, you know, UFC caliber,
100%.
and they're gonna be there.
100%.
You know, by the end of the year.
Agree.
You're 26. It's your 3rd amateur fight. How many fights you looking for in 2018? How busy you want to stay?
I'm looking to stay busy. I wanted to get at least 6 fights in this year. With people pulling out, I haven't been able to make that happen. I still want that as my goal. I want more 155 fights. Okay. Because I'm a 155 pounder. Okay. And I've only been able to fight that one time. That was my very first fight, which was that split decision. He's actually number 10 in New England at 55. All right. So I feel like if I can focus more at fighting the 155ers, that's where I belong, and I'll be able to make a very big statement there and start taking titles real soon. It'll come. I mean, you're settling, you're young, 26. Yeah. You've only been here for not that long. No, not long at all. You know what I mean? So there's a lot going on with you. I've watched you fight twice. I love it. Thank you. You're representing a huge, huge gym here. So you say there's no pressure, right? But a little bit, which is good because you got a bunch of eyes on you and you're fighting for a great camp. So, exactly. Excellent. Flow like water, bro. That's it. It's like water. Sick, love it, man. Good stuff. All right, my friend. Last thing, shout outs, how we get in touch with you. Yeah, let's see. Facebook's Eddy George, EDDYGEORGE. I don't spell the IE. EDDY. Took me a little while. Yeah. Everybody spells my name wrong. Yeah, it's all right. And Instagram is Eddy_George7. So Instagram Eddy_George7, Facebook Eddy George. Put on the show. Awesome. I love it. So, well, from Fighting Arts Academy in Connecticut, Eddy George. So, all right. That's the plan. Well, we out of here, brother. I'll see you in 9 days. Yeah, man. Thank you for coming out. I'm glad I talked to you. All right. It's good stuff. That's it. See ya. Later, brother. All right.